the story of perfection and imperfection. Have you ever heard the saying, perfectly imperfect? Let me tell you a story about that. Once upon a time, there was a young artist named Emma. Emma loved to paint, but she always felt like her work wasn't good enough. She'd compare her paintings to others and see only her own flaws. She'd feel insecure, believing her brushstrokes were too messy, her colors too dull, and her compositions too chaotic. One day, a wise old artist saw Emma struggling and said, "Your imperfections make your art unique. Imagine if everyone painted the same way, how boring would that be?" Emma thought about it. She realized that her messy brushstrokes added character to her work, her dull colors created a unique mood, and her chaotic compositions told a story that no one else could tell. She started to see her flaws as part of her artistic voice. One evening, Emma decided to paint a sunset. As she worked, she felt frustrated when the colors didn't blend perfectly. She was anxious about making mistakes, overwhelmed by the pressure to create a masterpiece, and disappointed in herself when things went wrong. But she remembered the wise artist's words. She took a deep breath and kept going. Every mistake taught her something new. It was like learning to ride a bike. She fell a few times, but eventually she found her balance. Days turned into weeks, and Emma's confidence grew. But there were still moments when she felt like giving up. She felt untalented compared to other artists, jealous of their success, bitter about her own struggles, and sad that her efforts didn't seem to pay off. One day, a friend reminded her, "Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Your struggles build resilience, and every effort, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals." Emma held on to those words. She began to see her journey as part of her growth. She understood that her struggles were shaping her into a better artist and person. But there were also dark days. Emma felt hopeless when her paintings didn't turn out right, guilty about not being able to meet everyone's expectations, and tired of trying to be perfect. She was ready to give up. Then, one morning, she stumbled upon an old quote, "Perfection is an illusion. What really matters is progress, not perfection. Celebrate the small wins." Emma realized she had been too hard on herself. She started to appreciate the small victories, the way she captured light in a painting, the new technique she mastered, the smile on a friend's face when they saw her work. So my friend, remember Emma's story. Embrace your flaws, learn from your mistakes, and keep moving forward. As the wise old artist once said, imperfection is beauty, madness is genius, and it's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. We're all perfectly imperfect, and that's what makes life so wonderfully interesting. This is Motivation Quench Goals. Thank you for watching.